whoever you are, wherever you are, hope you are blessed and doing safe. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings, family. Of course, I'm tuning in. You see me without the glasses off today, but if you're looking for some opportunities, particular advertisement opportunities, then look no further at the link at the bottom to my email address. You can hit me up for advertisement opportunities. We are supporting and promoting your businesses here on this channel. You can also, if you would like to donate and subscribe to our Patreon, a link is at the bottom as well. So you have multiple ways in which you can advertise with the platform by emailing me when we go on through our live stream. You also have access to premium content, those that want to see premium content that you will not find here on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, as I am suspended probably by now. You guys can check out the Patreon at link at the bottom. But advertisement opportunities, definitely email me, gavin.grich1@gmail.com for rates. And for the Patreon, it is the same as the YouTube channel. It is channel gboot2786. All right, I'll holla. Peace.
I always like to take a risk. Saturday, I took a risk for the American public. Regardless what anybody says, no one knew whether that would pass. The Democrats didn't want that bill. Yes, they pull a fire alarm. Yes, they do their conga line. Yes, they wanted to delay. But it was all for the American people. I could not look the troops in the eye and say I would not pay them. For those who spoke on the floor, I thank them for their positive talks. I don't know what those who voted against and said there was some deal, they were never a part of any deal. For those who said about what we accomplished, I'm proud of what we accomplished. From the Parents' Bill of Rights to our energy bill. But if they want to hold me liable because the Senate didn't take it up or the president didn't take it up, that's politics for what I know.
Has been made, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time in United States history, a sitting House Speaker of the House has been ousted from the halls of Congress. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a special late night edition of Random Topic Tuesdays. And our topic tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is what the actual hell is going on in Congress. What is going on, indeed? Now, I have it not in a suggestion that I'm actually happy and forgive. Oh, let me start by saying, first off, whoever you are, wherever you are, I hope you're blessed and doing safe, like I always do. Whoever's watching, I know it's late, so I probably don't expect a lot of people to come in tonight with me because it is Tuesday. It's not Thursday where you get close to the weekend, or really Thursday. I know some people take off that Friday because they get paid the first of the month. And unfortunately, it's not going to happen because it's not the first. We get paid bi-weekly, as everyone knows. But if you are here with me, those that are watching, I want to thank you again for dropping in. So, forgive me for not coming on. I'm actually in my jammies because it's late. I gotta get up in the morning, so I don't anticipate this show being no more than at least 30 to 45 minutes tonight. So thank y'all, everyone who's tuning in. Shout out to those that are watching. Of course, I need you to hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you are with me right now. Also, hit that notification bell so when we go live, you'll know when we go live, and hit that live stream. And also, guys, if you would like to contribute to the channel, we're not monetized, but anything you would like to donate, if you pay me for my time. This is the way I look at it. This is my time. So what you saw, ladies and gentlemen, was Kevin McCarthy being ousted from his position as Speaker of the House. Now, y'all forget, he's actually 9 months ago, back in January, he was appointed as Speaker of the House, and he tried over most, I want to say it was close to 80 something times. Like he kept trying and trying, and nobody wanted him until finally, after like the 90th try, he became Speaker of the House. And it has been tumultuous, from to say the least, because of course there are Democrats who do not want to work with the Republicans' majority, clearly. But there's also Republicans who did not want to work with Kevin McCarthy, one of them being Matt Gaetz. And Gaetz was one of the people that was spearheading his removal. Now, what you're going to see next, I'm going to play the historic vote for you all, courtesy of the Associated Press, the time that Kevin McCarthy was out. As a matter of fact, I did show you the video of Gaetz when he actually was calling for McCarthy's removal a couple of weeks ago. So he got his wish today. So let's go ahead and play that right now, ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing pleasure.
Calvert. Nay. Alford. Nay. Nay. Auchincloss.
On this vote, the yeas are 216. The nays are 210. The resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. The office of Speaker of the House of the United States House of Representatives is hereby declared vacant.
Yay. Banks.
And with that, I reserve the balance of my time. Think long and hard before you plunge us into chaos, because that's where we're headed if we vacate the speakership.
Chaos is Speaker McCarthy. Chaos is somebody.
Now that's Gaetz. I had to pause, but that's Gaetz, and he was one of the spearheads of this motion.
Who we cannot trust with their word.
Text messages saying, hey, give me money. Oh, look at that. Oh, look, give me money. I filed the motion to vacate. Using official actions to raise money. It's disgusting. It's what's disgusting about Washington.
And when it comes to how those raise money, I take no lecture on asking patriotic Americans to weigh in and contribute to this fight from those who would grovel and bend knee for the lobbyists and special interests who own our leadership, who have, oh, boo all you want.
Did you mock the Congressman's faith? Don't go beyond the road.
Accordingly, pursuant to Clause 12A of Rule 1, the chair declares the House in recess, subject to the call of the chair.
Thank you. And I'm going to interrupt.
And we have Mike Pence, the former vice president. Oh, higgity hoos. That's his theme music. Higgity hoos. Hell of the something.
With some breaking
news.
Mr. Vice President, Democrats have joined with Republicans to oust Kevin McCarthy from the speakership of the U.S. House of Representatives. Clearly, this is developing as we are talking right now, but with a development like this, what sort of a message do you see something like this sending to other countries about the stability of U.S. government? I mean, the Speaker of the House is arguably the most powerful member of that chamber. And what do you think this says to countries who are looking at what's happening here?
Well, let me say that chaos is never America's friend. And it's never a friend of American families that are struggling. And I'm deeply disappointed that a handful of Republicans would partner with all the Democrats in the House of Representatives to oust the Speaker of the House. But I expect before the week is out, there'll be more votes on who will be elected Speaker of the House. And I expect that most of the Republicans in the Congress will vote again for Kevin McCarthy. the way they voted 15 times over earlier in the year. What troubles me about this is that none of this, and maybe the days and weeks that this will now capture the Congress of the United States, is doing anything to solve the challenges that American families are facing in this economy. None of it's doing anything to secure the southern border of the United States. None of it's doing anything to lower the cost of energy that's putting a tremendous burden on American families. So I think Congress will continue to work its will. But for my part, if I'm president of the United States, I'm going to work really hard to create an environment in Washington, D.C., where we focus men and women in both political parties on the challenges facing our country. You know, I said at the very beginning, Meg, the reason I'm running for president is not because I want to find out what it's like to work in the White House. Right? Been there, done that.
Oh, Lord.
I'm running for president of the United States because I think the country's in a lot of trouble. American families are hurting.
God
The world's
save
becoming
us.
more dangerous by the day.
He's running for president now? Shit.
Political performance art in Washington, D.C. does little to address the issues the American people are facing. If I'm president of the United States, we'll focus on the needs and the...
We'll go stale. I thought we were stale with Biden. We'll get staler. At least Biden hangs out with black people when he's not even when he's calling them boy. But I'm not impressed with
challenges and the opportunities and the future of the American people.
You know what? He might be more. I think he's more cognizant, although not by much, but than Joe Biden. At any rate, guys, I want to show you something. Now, this also happened. So I'm not just leaving the Republicans out because there's an issue with the Democrats. How many of you know Congressman Jamaal Bowman? We've talked about him before because this is the guy that went out always protesting, always complaining. He actually showed up, I think, outside of a courtroom to protest with Donald Trump. He got arrested, was doing a counter protest, if I'm not mistaken. That's right, Rance G. Mike Pence has much as a chance of president as I do right now. My chances are better. But Jamaal Bowman is he's from out of New York. He's a representative. He's a Democrat. And during one of the votes, Bowman actually over the weekend. So this is how the whole thing with Kevin McCarthy. There's always been a funk between him and even members of his own party, as you saw in the video. But what's also happened is that, the United States was about to shut down. The federal government was about to shut down this week had there not been an extension in which to make payments, to keep funding the federal government, which they voted to do for at least 45 days. So at least until I think November or early November, the United States is going to be funded. But they got to pass another resolution. So what they did today was cause more chaos because now there's no Speaker of the House. And remember, if something happens to the president, the way the line of succession is that if the president is not able to succeed, then it goes to the vice president. And then if the vice president is unable to, it goes to the Speaker of the House, then from the Speaker to the Secretary of State. That's the line of succession. So that creates a problem. Now, as much as I didn't like Kevin McCarthy, you ousted him without even consideration of another representative who would succeed. But then again, even without a Speaker of the House, the United States probably will still be in the same shape as in. As you see, the approval rating for the United States Congress is at an all-time low. Now, before I do that, I want to play for you all what happened. So what I saw with Jamaal Bowman basically is that Bowman, during this vote on Sunday, actually pulled a fire alarm claiming he was trying to, from his explanation, I'm just going to let him explain. So, this happened too. So he even got into it with some of the reps about it. But this is what happened. Hold on.
Statement that the fire alarm was an accident.
You know, I don't know why this has gotten so much attention. I was literally just in a rush to go vote, man. That's all it was.
Are you afraid of any repercussions, either from leadership or from legally from Capitol Police?
I mean, listen, I take responsibility for what I did, you know, but like I said, I was in a rush to go vote, and, you know, the investigation will sort everything else out.
Have you talked to Jeffries about it?
Oh, yeah, of course. That's day one, yes.
How was that conversation?
Well, I got to keep that between me and the leader, so I'm not going to share that publicly. Yeah, but we've been in touch with each other.
Do you still stand by your...
I was in a rush to go vote. Nah, I'm no fan of Marjorie Taylor Greene or Republicans by no means, but that is about the lamest excuse I have ever seen when someone conducts criminal behavior, and I'm an attorney. Some people miss court because of legitimate reasons. They forgot their date. They mistook their date for this date. They were sick, like hospitalized. Those are legitimate stuff. Here, Jamaal Bowman is pictured. I'm going to play the picture, show the video. He's pictured standing right by an emergency exit and getting ready to pull a fire alarm.
The photos of the signs, the exits that are normally open in that building were suddenly closed. I mean, listen, I think if you actually do see some of the photos of the signs, the exits that are normally open in that building were suddenly closed. They're filing a motion to expel a member who, in a moment of panic, was trying to escape a vestibule.
Yeah, that's what it was. Democrats and some in the media rushing to defend Congressman Jamaal Bowman after he pulled the fire alarm during the House vote on the government spending bill Saturday.
Yeah, Bowman says he thought the alarm was a door handle, but today's New York Post cover really casting doubt on that claim. Fox News contributor and columnist for The Messenger, Joe Concha, joins us now. So, Joe, I think that when this first happened, a lot of people were like, okay, let's wait for the pictures and the videos to come out. Now they have, and that cover of the Post sums it up quite well, saying, does this look like a door handle? So where does this go from here?
Where does it go from here? It goes from here asking more questions and laying out the facts, Carly, which is Jamaal Bowman used to be a school principal. And even if he wasn't, anybody who's sane or sober knows what a fire alarm looks like.
Tomorrow, we've been expecting you.
What,
at True Stage,
this is
we've
how
been preparing for
dollars at work, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're paying for. This is your tax dollars at work, people. And so Bowman, now, so we got Bowman and McCarthy, just a house of fools. And this goes to so I bring all of this up. Now I got more to show on that with Bowman. Now AOC is not the only. We know how she is. She's an airhead. That's Sean's representative. It's Sean's fault this happened. It's all Sean James' fault. He doesn't vote because he likes to take a critical examination of why 70% of Black women have no man and are now on their way to bust downtown. So I did not vote because there was no reason to vote because the congressional caucus was still going to head to the bus downtown. So if you want to take a critical examination, we're going to look at Whoopi Goldberg, who has been past bus downtown. Whoopi and AOC, basically, this is so. I've given up on Whoopi Goldberg a long time. I'm not going to even speak. Just watch the video, fam.
It is quite possible that he was trying to get there, and the door, not panic, but you know, if you're not looking, because there's a door that's normally open, you just go and you press a button. You know,
Not the
it
fire alarm button.
things-
Like, I'm so scared of that
Well,
button.
I don't know because I don't know what I haven't seen the fire alarm button,
probably
so I
said
don't
fire.
know.
Yeah, I don't
There
know.
was a
I don't-
like fire exit only sign. It was like
No,
active.
because you have to break glass to press to get to the button. So I don't know.
I don't know. It seems pretty fire alarmy to me.
I don't know. It just looks like a button. I can't see the button.
I think he could. He was a little close.
Did anybody in this audience pull up a fire alarm to get out of a 7th grade test?
Brian, raise your hand.
Yeah, we know you did, Brian.
I guess my point is, you know, if you're not sure, then put it up find out what it was,
And there's gonna
as
be an
opposed to
investigation.
just saying, you know, you did this to do that. Because when people pull stunts, I tend to think that they may be more full of it than he is. You know, people who pull this kind of stunt who say, and you only have 3 minutes.
It seems that people on the right are not the only ones who have stooges in the media that will fend for them. This does not surprise me that Whoopi Goldberg said that. And yet, I'm still trying to figure out in a way. I think the big question is who still watches The View? Barbara Walters is gone. Rosie O'Donnell's gone. Not that I was a fan of her. Raven Simone's gone. Oh, thank God. I'm happy about that. Who still watches The View? Now, I want to show everybody something right now, like right quick. This is Congress's approval rating. Okay, what you see in blue and what you see is black. This is from statista.com. The question they ask is, do you approve or disapprove of the way Congress is handling its job? What is in blue is disapprove, and what is in black is disapprove. So as of now, of course, we've already just finished the month of September, so that hasn't come in just yet. But this is going through August, right? So from August 21st, August 2021 to August of 2023, Congress has a disapproval rating of 78%. In April, it was at 81%. So it was actually much higher. They brought it down by 3%. And this is from an age group of 18 years and older. So I think it's a pretty accurate poll, Statista. But this goes to show you, but this is a reflection. Now, I'm glad I posted this for a reason, because this is a reflection right now of where we are as a country. We have a disapproval rating of Congress that is so low. Their approval rating is only bigger than a baby's shoe size, and not that much. This is small. And on top of that, our president, the president of the United States, Joe Biden, his approval rating is not high either. In fact, his approval rating among blacks keeps dropping and dropping. So only 49% of Americans approve of his conduct, while 48% disapprove. They've even said that if there were a runoff between Biden and Trump now, by the polls, Biden would lose to Donald Trump, just by the way things are right now. The American people are not faded by what Donald Trump is being accused of. His trials and stuff, they realize and see through it that it's basically a chance to take Donald Trump out of the election. Now, I am not, like I say, a fan of Trump per se, but Trump, in truthfulness, I always keep things real. Was he the worst thing to the United States? No. I never saw Donald Trump as that, because the United States has always been bad for black folks. People are mad when I saw people that are still mad that Donald Trump did this. Oh, Trump is bad. Especially old people. Donald Trump is not even president. and we still talking about him. He's a former president. Why are we talking about him? When he got out of office, he was still the number one topic in all of news. Well, now they're going to talk about him more because he's running for office. And honestly, I think he stands a strong chance of winning. He'll probably become he'll be the first president in United States history to lose an election, lose a re-election, and then win an election again in 2024. Now, he'll be older. Donald Trump is 77, I think, now. So he'll be 78. When Biden took office, Biden was the oldest president. He was 80. So I'm not faded by stuff like this. I'm not fazed by stuff like this, but this is Congress, ladies and gentlemen. So our Congress right now, it is a reflection, that approval rating that you saw that I posted, it's a reflection of where we are as a country today. George Carlin, who's one of my favorite comedians of all time, he once talked about voting. He said he didn't vote. He said the reason why he didn't vote is because the public sucks. I don't compare. He just said, I don't compare about politics. You know why? F hope. Garbage in, garbage out. What we produce as a country is not good anymore. Have you looked at TikTok? Have you looked at social media? Have you looked even at our entertainers? Back in the 1940s and 50s, when you had people like Frank Sinatra and Nat King Cole, Sammy Davis Jr., and the rest of the Rat Pack, Dean Martin and so forth, men wore suits and ties and had fedora hats, wingtip shoes. They dressed stylish. Now, you put on a dress, you will have Jimmy Butler coming out with bangs. He came out, I'm going to do a whole, I got to talk about that Thursday with Sean. I'm not going to get into that, but you all know where I'm going with it. That's where we are as a country. Billions of dollars, yes, going to Ukraine. The smartest thing that Congress did this weekend, I'll give credit, was that they said no more money to Ukraine. Ukraine was still begging for several $billion. They said no. And another thing about Congress, what you got going on, you have a woman. I got to play this video. Shout out to, I saw this earlier, but this woman from Texas, this congresswoman who was up there defending Hunter Biden and Joe Biden, this was pathetic. And this is and she's out of Houston. Houston, y'all are the fourth largest city in the United States. I don't know what district she's from, but y'all better pay attention to this stuff. This is so her name. This is a representative out of Houston, Texas, Crockett, who got Jasmine Crockett, who gets up here and defends Uncle Joe and got real sassy with it. She's from Dallas. I saw somewhere she was from Houston, but if that's the case, fine. If it's not Houston, okay, I don't want to upset. I don't want to upset nobody from Houston. She's from Dallas. Okay, yeah, that makes sense because I think Sheila Jackson is still from Houston, right? Is from Houston. Sheila Jackson? No, she's from Dallas too. But this Jasmine Crockett, 42, she's not a bad looking woman. Okay, wherever she's from, she could go back. Donald, it don't even matter. Dallas, Houston, whatever. Take her ass back.
What y'all want to act like is some big mystery
I
because
suppose all school teacher, what y'all want to just act? Y'all just want to act.
let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something.
I don't want to talk about what y'all want to act like is some big mystery because we keep sitting here and Professor Gerhardt, just to be clear, as my colleagues have even tried to provide evidence, which they're not the ones to provide evidence, have you ever heard them say if since we've been sitting here for I don't know how long?
Yes, I've been taking a tally.
Oh, okay. Can you show us? Can you show what the tally is?
More than 35 times, the Republican witnesses and Republican members of the committee have used the word if.
Thank you so much for that. Because honestly, if they would continue to say if or Hunter and we were playing the drinking game, I would be drunk by now. Tell you something that was so disturbing as I walked in to this chamber today. As I prepared, I said, what is the crime? Because when you're talking about impeachment, you're talking about high crimes or misdemeanors. And I can't seem to find the crime. And
the crime, ma'am, first and foremost, that has to be determined by the courts. But the crime would be that as vice president, Biden allegedly used, I'm going to say alleged, his authority as vice president, his office to secure monies for his son when he was running that private firm. That's the crime. He used his status as president, something you're not supposed to do. That violates federal law. They call it malfeasance in office.
And honestly, no one has testified of what crime they believe the president of the United States has committed. But when we start talking about things that look like evidence, they want to act like they blind. They don't know what this is. These are our national secrets. Looks like in the shitter to me. But I will tell you what the president has been guilty of. He has unfortunately been guilty of loving his child unconditionally, and that is the only evidence that they have brought forward. And honestly, I hope and pray that my parents love me half as much as he loves his child.
Oh, Lord. I couldn't no more.
Let me tell you something.
This was pathetic. She did too much. She's eyeing Kamala Harris's position. This was too much. And some people, of course, will go in on her. But yeah, this, even if you want to, okay, and I will say this. Yeah, all of this, these are alleged allegations, hasn't been proven. Even if you wanted to do that, the point is that she went all bucked out on Joe Biden. That's the problem. With no, he's guilty of loving his son. That's the only crime I see. Just exaggerate this stuff. But that's what we elect. These crowds, these boulets, these sorority girls. I'm just gonna call it how it is, man. We gotta call it how it is. We get people. We elect the same people over and over again, or we elect people who don't do a damn thing. They only get elected because there's somebody's sorrow, or they got on a nice suit, or they're good looking, and not focusing on the issues. And that's why we as a country don't get shit done. That's why we're in the shitter right now. Most cities in New Orleans, like New Orleans, for instance, we elect the same damn people, and we can't get shit. You want to know the reason why we got ghettos in America and we're not following people on chasing the American dream? Damn it, it's set up that way. Look at the people you put in office. That's your answer. And as for Jimmy Butler looked like a Ronette to me. Y'all remember? Looked like he was going to sing Sleigh Ride. Diddly ding, 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 dong, ding from the 1960s. You know that Phil Spector album? Baby, please come home, Christmas. This is the Ronettes. Looks like every time I see Jimmy Butler, I think I'm walking the back alley to the kitchen to see a show while they're playing Then He Kissed Me. I feel like watching that Goodfellas scene. Y'all remember that scene with Ray Liotta and the late Ray Liotta and Lorraine is it Brasco? Yeah, from The Sopranos. She actually was, she played Karen in Goodfellas. but that's Jimmy Butler right there. Jimmy Butler in the middle. Shoot, 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 shoot. That's the way it is. Is it the way he walk? Oh no, is it in his heart? Oh no, but if you know and you love him so, it's in his kiss. That's where it is. This is a damn shame. He's gonna get a drug test tomorrow. Yeah, he's gonna get called for that. If you saw this as a joke, you would think that, if I was a kid, I would have thought this was just a joke. But you saw something like this today, people are serious about it. Serious about it. I didn't know that, Lamiko. Shoop, 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 be doop, 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 shoop, be doop, shoop, shoop. Motherfucker gonna sing background for Mariah Carey. This a day. Oh my God. Then they had Usher wearing a dress too. I'm gonna have to do a whole nother video about this stuff. But yeah, our celebrities, our stars are not what they were, man. Usher just got announced that it was just announced earlier he was going to be this past week. He was going to be doing a Super Bowl performance. So now they got Usher in a damn dress. And that's MC Shine. Oh, MC Shine going off on Usher. That's Crank Lucas rapping on Usher wearing a dress. I don't want to play it, but damn. If you ain't Scottish, you not Roddy Piper, you don't need to be wearing no damn skirt. I gotta do a whole video on it, y'all. But look, let's get out of here. I'm gonna wrap this thing up. Hey, pay me for my time, ladies and gentlemen. If you loved what you've heard, donate to the Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle. Ladies and gentlemen, please, please, please hit that notification bell. If you liked what you've seen, hit that like, share, and subscribe button as well. We going to smash up the likes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna see y'all Thursday with Brother Sean. We're gonna be back. It's been a blessed one. Shout out to Donald. Shout out to Lamiko and everyone else. She's from Dallas. What's up with my people in Dallas voting for this? This the sister girl thing. Get rid of her. I can tell it's gonna be bad. All right, fam.